There are two styles of content right now that do well on the internet, especially on short form content, and that is the super casual, laid back, no editing required yap style videos, if you know, you know, and the like super fun, punchy edit kind of videos. And even if it's not like super fun, punchy edit, the videos where it's like there's something catching your eye, there's something moving, there's something changing in the very beginning of the edit, those kinds of videos are also doing really well. But that is where a lot of people get stuck because they're like, I don't know how to do that. I would love to do this style of video, but I'm not sure how to edit that. And the cool thing is we have a lot of editing softwares, we have a lot of editing tools now that make it much easier. So I want to run down why these work, what you can do to make sure your edits like this work, how to execute this edit, and my favorite tools to do that. Oh, and if you're like, what style are you talking about, Jessica? This. Okay, two personal note things before we get into the video. Look at this lens. It's giant. You can see my whole office, which is not a good thing because I don't keep my office clean. But also, like, if I was vlogging with this, look how far away I can be. I love it. I'll link it below. It is definitely top of the list for me. Second thing, I decided I was going to be a nail girl again. And look how cute those are. Those little smiley faces. Can you tell that these are my favorite colors? Okay, we got the red. We got the red and the pink and the yellow and the blue. And then I actually need to add more color to my office because when I talk about it, and I'm like, yeah, I like color. Like this was my first instinct to get my nails done, not like a plain or whatever. No, bright smiley faces, let's go. And I feel like if you just watch one of my videos, maybe you don't know that about me. I don't know, maybe the smiley face jumpsuit helps. Okay, so these styles of videos do very, very well in a lot of different niches, a lot of different niches, like whatever you want to call them. They do really well because they are doing the things that we know about audience retention and we know about video creation, we know about content from the core level. And like, so one of my favorite videos I've seen in the last like week or so is this one from Justine, from Justine's Camera Roll. She is great at these.
Manish on the beach, shebang. All of my ops, they did.
But what I see most often is that people want to do this style of edit, but one, they don't know how, which we'll get to. Two, they don't really know what goes into a good edit. Like there's not a lot of like thought process behind like what makes a good edit, like what's gonna make this better than other things. And so if you are looking to make punchy, attention grabbing, like cool videos for the interwebs, you need to remember three things. One, your first job, the first thing you do, the first priority, all of the things lead to this. The first thing, you need to grab attention. And I'm gonna go deeper on grabbing attention here in just a minute because a lot of the ways that we grab attention are how the edits end up coming out. So I'll get to that in a minute, but you've got to grab attention. If you are not grabbing attention in the first few seconds, and I mean seconds, like 2 to 3 seconds of a short form video specifically, you're not getting their attention. And this is the case whether you're doing like a slow edit or a fast and punchy edit or like whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to grab their attention, but you have to grab their attention. And there's like multiple different ways to hook somebody. We can do it with a verbal hook, a visual hook, an audio hook, and we'll talk more about those in a minute. But you've got to grab their attention. Second thing, if you really want this style of video to go viral and do the things and go big on the Instagrams and the TikToks, the YouTube shorts, whatever, you've got to find your own style. You have to find your own font, your own cadence and pacing and kind of your own style. Again, Justine has her own style. Like when I see a video from her, yes, I know this is from her. I literally wouldn't even have to see her in it to know it was from her. And if you look at any of these creators and look at content beyond the ones I'm just showing you on the screen, you are going to see that there is a style to it. There's a font, there's a color, there's a text, there's a filming perspective, there's a whatever. One of my favorite creators right now to follow that kind of merges the gap between these two styles of content is this girl right here. And she is doing a lot of like fun things in her edit and in her filming. She's also just yapping, but she's filming on a wide angle lens like this one, pretty close up. So she's got this like cool, almost like, she's probably using a fisheye. It actually looks more like a fisheye. And so it's like, you gotta find a style. You gotta find a filming style. You gotta find text. You gotta find fonts. You gotta find colors. Find a style. And the third thing that you need to know, and this one is really important, you don't have to have it be crazy the whole damn video. Like, it does not have, when we look at like this one from Justine, okay, it's like, you know, the very beginning is like really cool. She's like singing a song and she's sliding into frame and then other stuff is happening behind her. But it's only a few seconds of the video that it's like that crazy. You have to catch their attention and you have to keep their attention, but you do not have to take that like intense edit all the way through the edit, because a lot of times it's going to stop people from putting content out anyway. Now, we need to chat about the different ways that you can grab attention, because again, it is the most important thing. It's the thing you have to do at the beginning. It's like number one on the list of like what has to go into these style of edits. And we need to talk about the different things that you can do. But I actually want to show you a new editing software that I've been using that has taken the place of CapCut in my like desktop workflow, because it has like elements built in, it's got transitions built in, it's got AI built in, it runs like so fast, and it has been kind of blowing my mind. And it is like in my arsenal now as the tool that I'm using when I need like vertical edits on my desktop with like really fun things, and I need like all the elements built in, and I don't need to like fuss about things because I need it to like just have the effects built in, and that is Movavi. Movavi is actually the sponsor of this video, and I'm gonna use it to show you like all the little things that you can do that we're gonna talk about next to like catch attention. But it's really cool because Movavi is a video editor that helps you edit fast and easy with tools to like cut, crop, adjust colors, and change speed. And it has one-click AI tools, and I have tried them out and they are super blazing lightning fast, which says a lot. And you can use those AI tools to do things like auto subtitles, noise removal, background removal, motion tracking, and all the things. And one of the things that I have loved, one of the things that I think is key to making like fun edits is removing a lot of the friction. And because Movavi has a ton of filters, transitions, titles, overlays, effects, graphics, and other tools built in, you can edit like super easy and super fast inside Movavi. Now, like I say, I'm gonna use Movavi to edit and show you this actual like process of adding these things that keep attention. But if at any point you wanna try Movavi free for yourself, there is a link below in the description. I'll make sure I remind you again that that's down there. Okay, so I pulled over some footage from a reel that I was gonna do that I never did of me like making an iced matcha at home, okay? And I'm gonna show you exactly these elements that need to be in the videos to make them more punchy and attention grabbing and all the things. And again, I'm working inside Movavi, which has quickly become my favorite desktop editor, even compared to like CapCut. It has more elements built in, it runs smoother. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Okay, so this video is just this. And this is just footage that I already had that I like cut together and put together once before. But the cool part of Movavi is that if I hadn't already cut this video down, I could go ahead and use AI to just remove all the silent parts. Y'all know that is one of my favorite things to do in an editing software because it removes so much time and so much energy, and you can totally do that in Movavi. Okay, so when it comes to grabbing attention, obviously what you do on camera, like in the act of filming the video, can be part of it too. Like me moving around and doing things is gonna be part of grabbing attention. But there's 4 other things that we can do. And these are basically hooks or things like that. So if you've seen people talking about like, oh, here's the like different ways you hook people, I'm talking about the same thing. The first thing is gonna be quick cuts, and I've already kind of quick cut everything here, but look how I'm literally just cutting from scene to scene. I'm not like, you know, taking any time. I'm cutting half of what I'm doing off, okay? Like you don't need to see every process of me stirring, of me pouring, of me doing, right? Like you can get the gist of just like the quick cuts. That alone is going to grab some attention. The second super easy thing is fonts and text. And so like right here in Movavi, if I wanna use one of these like really cool built-in texts, I can. So I can go ahead and like oh, you know, I want to use this like orange bubble or whatever. They literally have hundreds of them built in. So you like don't even have to think about it. You can just like use whatever's built in. I really liked the style of this one, and it says dance like you mean it, and I'm dancing in this video. I fear that one is perfect, but I just dragged and dropped it. It literally just says dance like you mean it, and I can change obviously whatever I wanted to say. So I can have it be hum with me, and I can change like the size of the box and everything that we're using so that everything fits. I can change the text if I want to, like whatever. To make a matcha, same thing. I can change the width of the box to fit everything I want to fit. And so now just with like adding that text, it's like, oh, that adds some like interest and some intrigue to the video. Like if I was doing a voiceover to this and I was like, today's matcha day, then I could go in and have AI auto subtitle this and then use Movavi's subtitle templates to just have the subtitles come across the screen. If I'm using a specific song and I know I want like the words to come across the screen, I can do that here too. So if I wanted to do an edit like the one I showed you of Justine from Justine's camera roll, and I forget what song that even is. If I want to do that, then I could go ahead in here and like have the text come up on pace with the song. All right, we're gonna just screen record this actually so that I can hear the whole thing. Let's go ahead and put this on the timeline, and that way we can edit to the song. And by the way, the next thing that you can do to like really make things poppy is to add sounds, but we'll get there in just a second. Okay, I'm just gonna extract the audio because I don't need her video in there. I just need the audio to be able to like edit to. So it's like, okay, so that's just what we'll use there. Now, oh, it's a Drake song. Not a Drake fan, but we'll use it. Okay, so it just says Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops they did. Why did they gas me up? But I'm not gonna have enough time for that. I'm just gonna do the part where it says all of my ops they did. And I'm gonna put a little text thing here. I'm just gonna do basic, all of my ops. Is it 2 P's or 1? I know it's operatives, but I guess it's 2 P's. Okay, hold please. All of my ops they did. Okay, and then I'm just gonna change the text. I mean, Ugly Dave really in it, but it's fine. So, okay, so then we're gonna just do that. Let's see what it looks like if I like do like this. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I think I like a scrolling text just a little bit better. So we're gonna do that. All of my ops, they did. And then let's do Ugly Dave. Okay, so this is gonna scroll. So we're gonna like, turn it. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Okay, yes, but it was too fast and my line is still messed up. Okay, there, fix that. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Okay, perfect. Now, when it says dead, I want a big like skull emoji coming across. Okay, so we're gonna go to elements, and this is all like in the element of fonts and text and things like that. Okay, so we're just gonna search in here for like a skull. Yes, okay. All of my ops they did. Let's see what. I like that one, I think. I like him, but I want him to go up here and overlap a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see where he goes. Oh, let's make him bigger. I like him. Okay, let's see what this looks like just out of the box. See how that already like adds a ton of fun to it, just the quick cuts and then adding in the font. Third thing I want you to think about is like fun effects. And you can do this with effects, transitions, whatever. So let's go browse around here. In the transitions, we've got like an explosion transition. We've got like a glitch transition. I kind of like the idea of like a glitch transition. So like right here at the very beginning of my footage, let's see if we can make it glitch. I might even change this text to just say all of my ops. But I like that little transition. Okay, so we're glitching little and coming into frame. I could even do something really cool where I cut myself out of the background and like have a double of me around. So like that could be really cool. So like, okay, so like right here where I start to shake the oat milk. Apparently it was really grooving with it too. So we're gonna clip the clip there until I'm done dancing with it. Clone this, okay? And then on this top one, we are going to remove the background. So Movavi has this like background removal tool built just in, and I'm just gonna do like quick remove, okay? So we're gonna remove the background and just have a me on top, but then we're going to do something fun to that layer of me that's just me. So to the layer where I just cut myself out, I'm just gonna add this like fun motion blur effect to that. So watch this. It was just on me, like my background stayed the same. All right, so you see how like those fun effects can really change things? We could do another like fun transition. Okay, we're gonna do a fun transition here. Make it kind of short. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Okay, so I think that what I like better is just big text across here, all of my op. We're gonna have it come in with the words. So, okay, and we're gonna clone that. So it's gonna be all of my op. So now this is what we've got. Okay, so you see how like the fun effects and the text like make this so much more fun? And the last thing we need to do to grab attention in this clip to make this more fun is to add sound effects. And what I love about Movavi is that they have basically everything built in. One of my pet peeves with editing softwares is that like I know what I want to do, but then I have to like go out somewhere else and find the elements. I have to go out somewhere else and find that skull, or I have to go out somewhere else and find the sound effects and the, you know, the things that I want to use. But in Movavi, they're all built in and I love that. Okay, so what kind of sound effects do we need here? We need, like with this glitch at the beginning, we need like a, okay, so, which it's already kind of doing with the sound, but we're gonna go here and go to sounds and do like a buzz. I like that. Put it down here and just have it for that little part where it's glitching, and we're gonna turn the volume down because we don't want it to like overpower everything. Okay, we might make it a little bit longer so you can actually hear it. Perfect. Okay, so then in this little part where I have my cutout where I'm like glitching a little bit, they like have a whole section called glitches and buzzing. So let's look there. Ooh, let's do that one. I like that one. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna add this sound effect right here. And again, we're gonna shorten it just to last the length of the clip. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Perfect. And then we need something happening when this text flies in, like all of my ops. Oh, I probably should have put my ops, but it's okay. So something happening when all that comes in. So I say we do like a slam. Okay, let's see what this does. Yeah, let's do that for all 3 sections of this text. So we're gonna slam in all of the ops, and then we're gonna clone, put it there too, and then we're gonna clone and put it right there at the skull. So let's see what this sounds like. Okay, perfect. Okay, I just added like a little neon glitch at the end because it kind of like looks like I died or somebody died. Okay, but like, look how much better this is. Remember, we had fonts, so text, things like that, quick cuts, sound effects, and fun effects. And all of this is done in Movavi in like 2 seconds. You saw it. Now, obviously, like if I was really releasing this, I probably would have filmed it specifically for the sound, and there would be more, but look at that amazingness and look how much cooler that is for me to put on the internet. So when you're looking for like, how do I make my content more interesting? Thinking about, one, grabbing their attention, and understanding that grabbing their attention comes down to hooking them. Hooking them comes down to text on the screen, sound effects, fun effects, and quick cuts, okay? So if you can like remember those things and use a tool like Movavi to like incorporate all of them, you will create such amazing content. So remember, if you want to try Movavi for free, I've got the link in the description below so you can give them a try and kick your old editor out the door. I forgot to mention, if you want to go above and beyond the free version and you want more tools and access to elements and transitions and things like that, you can use my code Jessica to get 25% off the annual plan. So you can make more fun edits like these and really quickly and easily, because that's the whole point of the software. And until next time, bye! Oh, that's harder to do with my wide angle lens.